I had 9 ticks on my shoulder the other day. I was pulling them out. Digging in with my knife. I had to do it 2 mirrors to find all the bastards. Oh, I'll let you do the honors up front here.
Sure.
Only if you touch my breast.
Can I get a lay, Jonathan?
I didn't wear a bra. I got my turtleneck on, so you can hide it if it helps. All right. Boys, do me a favor. Help me get this water out real quick. For Ben's my tent. Ready? Ooh. Thank you. How you making out?
Sorry, I might have forgot. I don't know. I used to.
Hey, ready? No, that's right. That's right.
What's the
you had it. You had it. You did good, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna pull it up, right?
Yep.
And you can just loop it through. That's it.
Okay.
Pull.
Interesting. I haven't seen
Half
that
hitch.
before.
Half hitch. That's good. Perfect. That'll hold. Now I'm gonna do this with it. Tie that. Pull that sucker tight.
Oh, not done.
Okay, am I done?
Yep.
That's right. That's what it's meant to.
Lights are strange on this camera, especially flash. Like it turns into lines.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah. I'm trying to. I need something to drink after this. I'm thirsty, but
Yeah,
I think every place is closed. It's working?
It
Okay.
suddenly started to work. I don't know.
Alright.
She's at my jugular. She's ripping up my jugular vein. If the war bonnet goes up, then you're in trouble.
Okay.
Tail fans out, you're in trouble. But right now she's in love mode. So she took her right. She's all happy. My baby girl. Look at mama. She's a rescue. Had her 12 years now.
Wow.
War bonnet's out. Cole, it's war bonnet.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, certain moves for that tripod. They were acceptable. I was born in Rockford, Illinois. At Swedish American Hospital, the biggest concentration of Swedes outside of Sweden. My name is Shawn Johnson. I'm the general manager of the Catskill Game Farm. I'm the groundskeeper. I'm the host. I'm the trespass chaser.
Animals of every description. It's all in the game at the Catskill Game Farm, Catskill, New York. A group of little deers, a perfect combination for compatibility. Let me see the llamas is a frequent plea. These cuddly specimens are both gentle with the children and patient. Watch out, goats love pants burgers.
It all started out with Feed the Whitetail for a dime. Because I think it was right after the Depression, getting land for pennies on a dollar. He bought up a lot of property up here. Then I guess he got involved with the Schultz family, and things really expanded. I heard that at the very end they closed down and that was it. To give everybody a day's notice on Columbus Day weekend, and that was it. That Monday they had an auction, from what I understand, down in the parking lot here, and Peter was there. Because they weren't exactly happy the way the animals were being treated, from what I understand. I was brought on to design a 3D archery course, which I ended up not having. They found that I had a painting company. It was during COVID. So they brought me on to do some painting. Found that I had a brain and started promoting me, God help them. And after about a year, I was running the place. But I felt really bad that I never told my boss that passed that I had a degree in hotel management and culinary arts. For protection of the animals. You mess with my animals, I'm going to mess with you. I don't kill randomly. I don't want to kill randomly. I don't want to kill out of season, and I won't. But they're farm animals, and I will protect them accordingly. And myself. And I like them because they're air rifles and they have suppressors. So the guests don't hear it. Nobody knows, I'm not disturbing anybody with a loud crack of a rifle going off in the middle of the night or whatever. I left my powder gun in Iraq. I'll never shoot a powder gun or touch one again in my life. 4th of July, I'll be underneath my bed. Mortars going off. That's what I hear. clear it, like last time.
Yep.
Never know what I'm walking into, and I want to make sure I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Down. Ah. Knock, knock.
Can we walk a little closer?
Wait for him to call us.
Clear.
All right.
All right.
He was chewing something on your bag.
Yeah, your bag.
My bag.
We made
Exactly.
the back door open. I was wondering. Yeah, when I first came to this building, it's the wine building, they kept them.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm sitting right where Cole is.
yeah.
And I had somebody come up to introduce himself to me. He made it about this far before he found a bullet in his head. He's right behind that blue door there. Check him out. Mike the Mummy. He's a little moisturizer though. He's a little dry. A little dry now, Mike. That's where I threw his ass when I was done. Mike had rabies. There's a bullet hole right above his eye.
I see that.
Found the quickest draw in the East. Fuck the West. Yeah, I wasn't playing. I wasn't about to get bit either. You get bit with someone with rabies, you were gonna have 5 shots to your stomach for 2 weeks. I grew up with goats. And goats always to me are like dogs that can't be housebroken. They're a great comfort to me. They're my children. They allow me to let go of my PTSD, my anger, my rage, my depression. I look forward to them.
Yeah.
I'm lost without them. If I go on a goat walk every day, whether there's people there or not, me and the goats, they're outside with me all day long to remind me that I'm still sane and I'm a human being. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, my father, and me, all military. Now my nephew is. It's not what everybody thinks it is when you walk in. Everybody thinks, you know, romanticizes it, I guess. It's a video game, or I did this, and I can do this, or that. Yeah, you can. And the better you're at it, the more they promote it. And the better they nurture it. And twist it to their end, what they want it to be. And you're just giving the illusion that you're in control of what you are, but you're not. That rage you feel, and I know you both feel it, that anger that you can summon, that white rage, that fury, that diminishes after a while, and it dissipates. But over time it does, not right away. Don't want to control you, don't want to burn you out, don't want to make you do bad decisions. Because I know that fury, I know that hate, I know that anger. It's very frustrating. You always feel captive by it, and it'll burn you out after a while.
Bones?
From who though, or what?
Human.
Kind of big for human.
Are they? Yeah, you're
I don't do
definitely
human.
right about
Humans
that.
work.
Yeah.
Too many questions.
Cattle? No. Goat.
Lions, zebras, giraffes, warthogs,
Oh God.
alligators.
Alligators.
Take some for some there if you like.
Sounds very-
Brother, anyone you want, man. Help yourself.
Can't carry them all back.
Look, incense burner. You lay this on a
That's
table, you
great.
put an incense stick on there. Chicks dig it. And feel how dense and heavy that bone feels.
Yeah. Oh my God.
That's a
What's
carnivore.
this? You know what carnivore?
It's a big cat, probably. Had to be a big cat or maybe a African wild dog or even a hyena.
Oh my
boar.
God.
I want this big one, I'm going to be honest. Could you grab
This
that?
one right here?
Yeah. Big an incense burner.
Nice.
Take it. Animal graveyard.
73 years worth. And I know where the human graveyard is. 1920, 1835. Wow. The grave stop, I figured, around 1818. The Great Flu after the Great War. Swine flu, not that 80 million people. Nobody wants to be forgotten, living or dead. And we're not great heroes to be immortalized in paper or book. We're not Achilles. We're not friggin' Hindenburg. None of that. We're just Joe Schmo. And Joe Schmo is just as important as the heroes were. Because in the end, we're all heroes if you're a good person. So I view it. I mean, it's all about karma. What you put into the universe, hopefully you get returned. Juanita. I was on a school bus and I was a senior. His name was John Weiler. And he had a book on his lap of drawing. He was probably one of the most amazing artists I've ever seen. But I used to sit with John every day on school, going home and coming into school on a bus, and he had certain books with him, books of D&D. And he had one book with him one day called The Hobbit, and he was telling me about it, and I was like enthralled. The next week I got my hands on a copy of it at the library and I read it. Over the summer I read it 5 more times. I was 8.
Yeah.
When I was 10 I read the Lord of the Rings, the entire series, twice. And it's been downhill ever since. If something comes, you're going to throw you a knife. You know how to use it?
Yeah, a knife, yeah.
Never stab. You stab and you got to get on your hands and feet and you got to pull it out because all the muscles restrict around it and hard to get out.
Yeah.
And you come in like to fight like this.
Yeah.
And all I got to do is, my blade sides are in.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you, I got to just that, just once. You know why? Because I just cut your artery. Then I'm going to run backwards and let you chase me. I want you to chase me because you're bleeding out.
Shit. Okay.
This is a waiting game.
Shit, yeah.
So you got to remember the 5 points of arteries on a person. You get them in one spot, that's all it takes. Make them run, make them chase you.
Yeah.
Ridicule them, get them going.
Yeah.
Put these in for me, Cole. During COVID, I threw my TV out on the lawn. I was done with it. Every time I turn it on, all I hear is false news and all this nonsense. And it's like watching a big drama show. I didn't need it. I want to know facts. I want to know reality. Because that's what I'm living in. That's what I'm based in. I can't live in a bubble like the rest of the world. No, okay. All of a sudden there's 9/11. All of a sudden there's fucking COVID. You think that's the last epidemic? Come on. They're modifying that bad boy. So keep handing out that Kool-Aid. Get that shot. Here comes Project Bluebeam, your program for it. You heard about that one, right?
Blue bean?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody in the world's going to see whoever they think God is because it's going to be through a radio signal, like a noise signal. You know how we're tuned to sounds? Well, this one's going to stimulate visions of your God in front of you. We can all pretend and want to be in our own little world and, like mice, happy mice. I can't do that. My eyes are open. My eyes are wide open and are not shut. It was the solitude of my childhood and the abuse I put up with and went through that I wish upon no human being on the planet. But I made it. Margaret West, Tracy Hickman, Stephen Ronaldson, Robert Heinlein, Frank Herbert, Isaac Asimov. These are big writers.
Yeah.
Heavy writers. Some of the stuff they create and build, these world buildings, just magical to me because it's another world you can escape to. I think of my imagination. What can I build? What can I create? What can I do today? I'm no longer in war collecting ghosts that will haunt me forever. Every time I close my eyes or I go to sleep, if I even do sleep. Because I want people to see what was. What can once again maybe one day be what it was before. That's anybody though, when you have something you have that much invested in, memories invested in, and passion and emotion. Because it was everything to me as a kid. It was Disney World to me. I grew up a half hour away up on a hill. Coming down here was like a whole other world. Civilization and a zoo. This was America's biggest zoo at one time. I try to instill it into the new generations to share my experiences and what I felt and how it was for me then. It hurts sometimes to see these buildings start falling down like this. It does. Watching what you love rot in front of you. Something you'll never forget. It's like having your dream torn apart and watch it just crumble. And you're helpless and you can't do anything about it. What you can do, you can only throw yourself at it so much before you have to say that's it. Every time I see a building go down, Cole, it's like watching part of my dream die. Part of my memories die.